Great moments are born from great opportunity.
You shouldn't have any doubt in your mind about what you're supposed to do tonight and about how you're supposed to do it.
This is your time.
No, I don't want them to gain another yard.
We got to go out there and we got to take it.
You take their game and you shove it right back in their face.
That's how winning is done.
Team is something you belong to, something you feel, something you have to earn.
If we don't come together,
It's over.
and I guarantee a week won't go by in your life, you won't regret walking out, letting them get the best of it.
I'll ask you one last time.
To be the best that you can be.
Play like champions.
Win.
It's about heart. It's about who can go out there and play the hardest.
It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward.
I don't care what the scoreboard says at the end of the game. In my book, we're going to be winners.
In any fight, it's the guy who's willing to die,
Willing to take the hits.
who's going to win that inch.
Let me tell you something, you don't let anything, nothing, come between us.
On this team, we fight.
And we shut them down because we can.
My mental preparations for the game are very different than most. I try to relax myself. I'm a jokester, a prankster, if you want to say it that way. I listen to music, I joke around with the guys, I take my whole mind away from the game itself, and then when the time comes to focus on the game, I focus on my athletic skills and putting it together with the team, and somehow collectively going out and doing our jobs each and every day. I challenge myself to be the best basketball player every moment that I'm playing the game of basketball. And sometimes that means tricking yourself in your mind to say that you can't do this or your weaknesses are here, but yet you still try to work on improving those weaknesses. A lot of people may say, well, Michael Jordan never had weaknesses. Michael Jordan had weaknesses. He just had to dig deep inside himself to figure out what they were and challenge himself to improve those weaknesses. So mentally, I like to challenge myself to go out and play a perfect basketball game. Although I know you can't do that. It's practically impossible to play a perfect game, but that doesn't mean you can't challenge yourself to do that.
Today's hashtag, pregame rituals. Everybody has a little something they do. Some people may think it's weird. Some people may think it's cool. My old pregame ritual that lasted for my entire career still kind of lasts me today, and I did it actually on the way here. I have to pull my socks out, lay them on the floor, and say which one wants to come to the left foot and which one wants to come to the right. My socks talk to me. If I put my foot in the shoe and it just didn't feel right, I had to pull my shoe off, put it back on until it felt right. It made me feel like I could run faster. That's what mattered. That is a pregame ritual, something that made you go, now it's time for business. This is what I do. Anything that it takes to make you get into that zone, to make you a better player, to make you say, I can win, I can do this, then that's what you do.
I have to ask this for my brother. He was the quarterback for his high school football team. You know, rural Oklahoma led him to the championship. Doesn't get any better than that in the South, right? But he wants to know if you have any superstitions or if you had any superstitions before the game. Any rituals?
You probably read the book. That's why you asked that. I have so many that I only got about 3 hours left to answer this. Yeah, we are very superstitious. I mean, to the point where and we didn't do this, I think the restaurant, me and Frank Reich, my backup quarterback, on Fridays before the game, we'd go to a certain restaurant for lunch every Friday. And we would sit at the same table, same chairs, we'd order the same. He'd order a vanilla milkshake, I'd order a chocolate milkshake, we'd order the same thing every week, as long as we continued to win. Well, before Super Bowl 26, the restaurant shipped our table, our chairs, and our lunch Federal Expressed it to our hotel, so on Friday we had the same thing to eat, same thing to sit on, same chair, same table, everything.
Jim, this is not crazy to you?
Oh yeah, it was crazy because I didn't go to that point. They did, and for me, my trainer had to tape my one trainer he only could tape my ankles. My other trainer had to do my knees. I had to put my right thigh pad in before my left thigh pad. I had to walk out of this to warm-ups with Steve Tasker. I had to walk before introductions out of the locker room the second time because you're in and out twice with my offensive lineman. And my offensive linemen were so superstitious that I threw up before every game. And there were games where I didn't feel like I wanted to. They would make me go into the locker room. Whether I did or not, I faked it. And at least they heard me.
And that gave them the confidence to believe that you were set. They gave them the confidence that Jim's ready, we're ready, let's go. I mean, there were times where they would not leave the locker room until I went and threw up. So that is being superstitious. And I can keep going on if you want me to. No, we don't have time for that.
This week in practice, Boston College has been preparing for its big game this Saturday against the 17th ranked Virginia Tech team. But all preparation doesn't happen on the field. In fact, I got to talk to a few of Boston College's players this morning, and they filled me in on some pregame rituals as well as some good luck charms that they like to use in order to relax and focus for the game.
You know, I like to listen to music. I don't like to get all crazy and hyped up before before the game, but I just kind of like to relax and just go over how I'm going to attack my opponent.
I wore the same shirt I wore since my freshman year in high school. It's like an Army fatigue shirt, and I wear that every game.
But I do write on my wristband. I tape my wrists, and then write on them. I write the first initial of everyone in my family on my right wrist, and I write God and my grandmother's name on my left wrist, who just passed away a couple months ago. So I also write H and T on the left hand too, just high and tight, so I don't fumble the ball. Just a little reminder.